trunks and weighed in at 226 pounds. Hailing from the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois, he has a professional record of 24 wins, 10 losses, with 16 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tony LaRosa! And his opponent, fighting directly across from him out of the blue corner. He's wearing the blue trunks with red trim and weighed in at 228 pounds. Hailing from Hartford, Connecticut, this 1996 U.S. Olympian is currently ranked number 15 in the world by the WBC and has a professional record of 4 wins, no losses, with all 4 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Clay-Bey. Once again, the referee in charge, Mike Ortega, now to give the instructions.
Maybe trunks, okay. Trunks are a little high, okay, so from here and up, good. All right, I'll be watching the low blows. All right, protect yourselves at all times, obey my commands at all times. Best of luck to both of you. Touch them up. Back to your corner.
All right, let's take a look at how the two fighters stand up against each other. Not much difference in the age, but a huge height advantage for Lawrence Clay-Bey, and it's reflected also in the reach, where he has about a 4-inch reach advantage over LaRosa. It's a problem for LaRosa in all of his fights. He's only a 5'9" heavyweight, and it's just hard to compete at a high level when you are fighting at only a 5'9" height in the heavyweight division. Almost impossible.
Well, he really belongs as a light heavyweight, but there's nothing light about Tony LaRosa. His trunks are pulled up so high and was warned before the fight. I thought maybe he thought Andrew Galata was going to enter the ring tonight and fight him. But a tough kid.
He was very tough in that fight with Buster Douglas. Douglas was hitting him with jab after jab, pounding him with hard right crosses, and LaRosa was demonstrating an ability to hang in there, although he was eventually stopped after the 3rd round when he just took too much punishment. Clay-Bey has been impressive in his pro career, 4-0. His last fight, you saw here on Fox, he was extremely impressive, and he showed that he has great hand speed. You take a look at Clay-Bey, who's getting in better shape, by the way, all the time. He was very soft when he came out of the Olympics in terms of his physical conditioning.
Counter right hand by Clay-Bey, and he's destroying LaRosa with the jab. And what fast hands by a heavyweight, Lawrence Clay-Bey. Very nifty boxer. He can punch. Good uppercut.
Right, that's what we were referring to. That hand speed is really terrific. You take a look at it, you just don't expect it coming from Lawrence Clay-Bey.
And can you believe this? This guy had to be talked into turning pro. He really did not want to turn pro. He's a corrections officer with a family and a good, steady job. And he planned that after the Olympics, his career would be over.
I'm Rich Murata along with John Saraceno. We are ringside at the Tropicana Casino and Resort in Atlantic City. Later on, we'll be watching David Reed, the Olympic gold medalist, but another fighter out of the Olympic program, Lawrence Clay-Bey. You're seeing him now. Clay-Bey was eliminated in his first bout at the Olympic Games, however, last year, so he did not come in with the fanfare, certainly, that a David Reed did.
Lawrence Clay-Bey will also go unorthodox, fighting from a left-handed stance, and he'll do it very deftly. You won't even notice it. It really was a hindrance for fighters in the Olympic ranks, not used to seeing that kind of deftness. And in the pros, these guys aren't used to adapting to that kind of a switch.
Clay-Bey pumping that jab out now, using it almost exclusively the last 45 seconds, but now he opens up with a 3-punch combination, and everything is landing by Lawrence Clay-Bey. What a huge and high accuracy rate for Lawrence Clay-Bey here in round 1.
Starting to wonder if Tony LaRosa isn't seeing a rematch in his face, almost a nightmare like appearance of a Buster Douglas charging forward.
This is about exactly what Douglas did to him.
Tony actually stuck his tongue out at Buster at one point during the fight. I don't think Buster bought it. He knew he was hurting him.
Well, he needs some kind of help here. Round 1 coming to an end. Time.
65.
Round 2 scheduled for 6 heavyweight division. Rich Murata and John Saraceno, the USA Today, ringside at the Tropicana. It was an overwhelmingly dominant round in round number 1 for Lawrence Clay-Bey, who you see in the blue trunks. Tony LaRosa was basically a punching bag for Clay-Bey in round number 1, and they were actually telling LaRosa to try to jab to the body and to the head, but any jabbing contest, he's going to lose against Clay-Bey.
It's obvious that he's severely overmatched against Lawrence Clay-Bey, who has no time to waste. Already over 30 years old, he knows he's got to make an impact in the heavyweight division quickly. And there you see Clay-Bey going southpaw and really confusing LaRosa.
The thing what I really like about Clay-Bey and seeing him develop, we've seen some of his fights as he grows up here on Fox, is to see him getting into better condition, John, and that's nice to see. His body's beginning to finally show some definition, which it hadn't before. He doesn't look nearly as soft. He's still got some weight around the middle to lose, but it looks to me like he's doing his homework and doing his work in the gym.
Well, I watched him in the Olympics. I'd say he's at least 8 to 10 pounds lighter than he was in Atlanta.
LaRosa eats a right uppercut and then a left hook. And it's all Lawrence Clay-Bey now, but LaRosa very, very tough. In fact, he comes barreling in with the right hand to the body.
No question. Tony will not quit. I mean, he'll give you everything he has. But you know what? He's been taking quite a few beatings lately. He's lost 6 fights in a row. So he is used to absorbing punishment. He just keeps moving forward.
And I would say he's lost to lesser fighters than the one that he is facing here tonight.
Lawrence Clay-Bey just threw a left hand to the body. If he would do more of that, I think he could even get LaRosa to drop those fists more and then stop him when he goes up top. But Lawrence just picking him apart. There's that liver shot. Quick hands by Lawrence Clay-Bey for a heavyweight. He's going to be a force to reckon with as he continues to make the transition from the amateur to professional level. I mean, some of these guys like Zab Judah, Floyd Mayweather, David Reed, Lawrence Clay-Bey, these guys have a pro style already that didn't suit them necessarily well as an amateur.
Now, what I tell you, what Clay-Bey is doing in there in the professional ranks, quite marvelous, actually. He's already gained a rating in the heavyweight division, if you can believe that, which may say something about the state of the heavyweight division. But he's been so impressive and getting more impressive with each fight. And he's basically got a sparring session as we watch round number 2 come to an end here on Fox Sports Net. You're watching Fight Time on Fox, and another big round for Lawrence Clay-Bey as he staggers Tony LaRosa at the end of round number 2. He comes with a real pounding.
You know what, Rich? He's only got one person to blame, and that's his manager. Who do you suppose that is? He's self-managed.
Very good. Well, Tony may want to arrange some easier fights in the future. He takes a 4-punch combination from Lawrence Clay-Bey, who picks up where he left off in the last round. LaRosa with an overhand right tried to surprise Clay-Bey.
And that's what his corner's been imploring him to do for the first 2 rounds. Throw that overhand right, jab to the head and chest, and then come with it. That time it worked. But he's at a severe disadvantage when he boxes from the outside. Some way, he's got to roll on the inside. He's got to move his head, which he's not doing a very good job of, quite obviously. He is a sitting duck for Lawrence Clay-Bey. The jab, the right hand, the left hook to the body, and the right uppercut.
LaRosa is 24-10. He's got one pretty good win to his credit. He stopped Olivier LaPaglia in 3 rounds, and at the time LaPaglia was 36-7, fairly highly regarded. But up here in the heavyweight ranks, he's overmatched in terms of size, and in terms of conditioning, and in terms of, well, everything.
LaRosa tried to throw a counter left hook off the ropes. A little bit too slow to catch Lawrence napping. A straight lead right hand by Clay-Bey, driving LaRosa back into the ropes again. Well, LaRosa continuing to press forward.
Yeah, he continues to fight back, and every now and then he lands one like that.
You got to give him some credit. The referees aren't going to give him a whole lot of credit. You should say the judges. So what you have to have effective aggressiveness. He's showing a minimal amount of that.
The referee is Mike Ortega. He gets between the 2 fighters to break them apart, and Lawrence Clay-Bey goes right back to work. But LaRosa did land a few punches in that last exchange. Ripping left hook by Lawrence Clay-Bey.
That's where Tony LaRosa does not want to be on the ropes.
I think he'd like to be close to Clay-Bey, right at about this distance. Might serve Clay-Bey better to take a step back and box the long range.
LaRosa, Clay-Bey with one right to the belly. That didn't feel too good. Just saw Clay-Bey back up, make a little face. And Clay-Bey's mouth hanging open a little bit. Of course, he's been the aggressor for much of the fight.
Well, Clay-Bey must be astonished. He's hitting LaRosa with everything in the book, and LaRosa just sits there standing and staring at him like he's crazy.
And don't forget, there could be a level of frustration that could set in for Lawrence Clay-Bey. He's only had to go 3 rounds one time.
Remember, all of those amateur fights are in a 3-round distance. So he could be going into areas where he has not been before, but a big flurry as the round comes to an end.
Lawrence Clay-Bey uncorked the right uppercut with a left hook behind it. LaRosa was telling him in the other round, come on, let's have some more. I mean, what's wrong with that guy, right? Has he had enough? Wow, what a
Stop
good
it in
guy.
the corner right now. That's it. LaRosa has had enough, and the fight is over. Let's take a look at that final flurry. Clay-Bey looked magnificent with this job, which basically finished off his opponent LaRosa.
Here's the left hook, backing up the rope, double left hook. This was a triple. There's the upper side of the left hook combination we talked about. And near the end of this round, as Clay-Bey's pouring it on, you'll actually see LaRosa say, come on, let's go.
Variety of punches landed there by Lawrence Clay-Bey. He was showing just about everything in his arsenal, and as LaRosa went back to his corner, you saw how wearily he sat down on the stool, and he had had enough. The fight is stopped. There is the winner, Lawrence Clay-Bey. He is now 5-0. We'll get the official particulars when we return to Fight Time on Fox.
After 3 rounds of boxing, as a result of a broken jaw, the physician has informed the referee to stop the bout with your winner by technical knockout, Lawrence Clay-Bey.
So LaRosa suffers a broken jaw, and Lawrence Clay-Bey, who landed a lot of shots right on that jaw, continues marching up the ladder. He obviously was going to go on to win this fight. LaRosa
has a professional record of 6 wins.